If you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down, you just stay up. That's why this sport coat costs $800 and that costs $200. And I don't know what that costs, I'd be ashamed to wear it. That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch.
Importing it, snorting it, any competition extorting it, anything I want affording it, got enough crack to get four to hit, turn a saint to a sinner, lose to a winner, whether old school or upbeat, getting my shit's the best, Rick's the best, have your heart beating right out your chest, that Ric Flair like, woo! That Ric Flair like, woo! This is all I do, I got that Ric Flair like, woo! Woo! Styling, profiling, that Ricky make a girl go, woo!
Welcome to the Goblin and Ogre podcast, recorded moments after game 2 with the Jays taking it home with a win.
A 2-0 series lead.
2-0 series lead. Lee is going to join in a bit. Felix, speaking to you now. Unfortunately, Vladdy Guerrero cannot make it on the podcast. He just texted me.
Oh, that's so sad. Well, you must be celebrating really hard.
That's true.
Big Papa deserves it.
Big Papa deserves it. Apparently, he's celebrating it with his fantasy hockey draft that he's got in 10 minutes. How was the game?
Oh, fantastic. It was, I'm not a big baseball fan.
Yeah.
But knowing that they were playing the Yankees, kind of, you hate, Yankees are one of those teams that you hate, right?
Yeah.
Like, unless you support them, you hate them, right? And then so it's kind of like the Cowboys from football. Like, if you support the Cowboys, you love the Cowboys. But if you don't support the Cowboys, you hate the Cowboys because they're annoying. They're all over the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing for the Yankees. And then knowing that yesterday we spanked them, and then today we just, again, they got a little nervous halfway through, but for the most part, we were in control the entire time.
So we won our last game, right?
Yes.
It's 2-1, right? So I have a funny
2-0.
interaction.
2-0.
2-0. Sorry, 2-1. Sorry, 2-0. I had a funny interaction. So there's this burger restaurant, like little burger spot not far from me, and they were owned by, I want to say, probably Greeks. Probably.
Okay.
Right? And then I suspect that there's new owners because all of a sudden I always see a Indian guy behind the counter. And it's just you never ever see the Greeks anymore or anything. So I'm thinking they were older, maybe they sold the restaurant or whatever. But honestly, very nice guy. He tries to maintain their customer service and personability. So you go there, he's like, hello, hi, very slight accent. So I think he's been Canadian for a long time, so it's not like he's one of the newcomers that people are hating from and as far as the conservatives, I guess. But he goes to me and he's like, "Hey, buddy, I'm even that is an exaggeration of Zach's. It's not even that bad." But he's like, "Did you hear about the game?" And I go, "What?" And he goes, "The Blues." Right? And he calls them the Blues, not the Blue Jays or the Jays.
Yeah.
Calls them the Blues. Right? And I go, "Oh, what?" Because I still was like, I don't, what? The Blue? It took me a second to like figure out he meant the Jays. And then he's like, yeah, I'm like, oh, the Jays. And he's like, yeah, they were up 4-0, and they blew it or whatever. I forget, whatever. And he like, I didn't see the game, right? So,
Yeah.
as per him telling me, he's like, they were up and then they lost. And I clarified with him, I'm like, oh, so they like lost the lead? And he's like, yeah. And then he says 7-0 or something like that, right? And I go, oh, you mean 7-4? Because I'm like, you said they lost, they were up, and I'm trying to figure out the math. But he was just really nice. And then when I left there with a feeling that he was making his perception of a very Canadian conversation to make me feel like, hey, the business hasn't changed. I know they were Greek, but they were like very Canadian
Hmm.
people or whatever. Like I'm not being the Indian overlord of, making this super Indian. Like I'm American. Let's talk baseball, apple pie, And then now that I'm finding out that the Jays won that game, absolutely a false conversation. None of it was right. He just wanted to have that like very regular Joe conversation of like, "Hey, see the game? Oh, they blew it, Because now I know he didn't watch the game
Yeah.
because the Jays won.
Yeah. The Jays won pretty handily both games.
That's so funny. He just made it up. He just made up. And you know what? the bigger asshole because I go, oh, and I went home thinking I've for the last 24 hours I've thought they lost.
Oh, no, no. Like I think they were up 2-0 in
Yeah.
the first, and then they went down 4-2, but then they came back to win 7-4.
See the numbers, he had him right. Like he said something about seven. He mentioned four one
Yeah,
time and seven. He never mentioned the two. So it's like he must have been watching the highlights or something and just got like the gist and then didn't wait for the ending or something.
pretty much.
Or he didn't understand that the seven was the Jays, not the Yankees. So when he saw it on the TV, he like, prepped
You know,
himself.
it's you can get that because the thing is, like I'm again not a big baseball fan.
Uh-huh.
So as I'm watching it with Steph, right? Um, the tone of the announcers, the tone of like the analysts and everything, you would get the sense that the Jays are losing.
Yeah.
Even though you're looking at the scoreboard and I'm like, what do I mean? They're up like 7-0. But the tone is like, oh, you don't know these guys, the Yankees can hit this and that and blah blah blah. And it's always pessimistic. There's
Hmm.
always a tone of like, oh, we're gonna lose. So if you're new to the sport, your English isn't very good, and let's say you were just hearing the tone and trying to decipher from what they're like, not understanding
Hmm.
what they're saying, but trying to understand from their speech, their like the tone of speech,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you would think, oh, the Jays lost. So maybe you could forgive him for
He
that.
just caught.
Maybe
He just caught. I just think it's hilarious. And he really sold me. This sounds like a joke to add on to this. Well, after having that conversation, he he convinced me to buy an apple pie. They have what's that apple pie? They have these apple blossom things.
I
Uh,
mean it's great upselling. There you go.
yeah, 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 it's true. You know what I was thinking about though is like I still like baseball. I used to love baseball. Like that was like the sport that my dad got me and my brother into. Like it's probably my first
Really?
sports love was baseball. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you think about it timeline wise, I was born in 89, my brother 86. We're getting to be little boys, and then the Jays win two in a row. You know,
Mm.
dad, son, that's good times, right?
I,
Uh, yeah, go ahead.
was your first sports thing like like your was it's always like your first sports gear that you get? It's either a baseball glove or a
Uh-huh.
bat,
It was a glove.
right? You got a glove.
Glove, yeah.
Yeah,
Although we had a bat eventually.
same here. Like the first sports thing that I got for myself, like as like a gift, was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
glove, and I think I might even still have it in the storage somewhere. It's a little black glove.
Yeah,
I fucking love that thing. I like
yeah.
put books on it to make it like
Hey,
bend to get that crease in.
I'll say this. But even though I have this love, and I'm glad you had that young love for baseball, I do think baseball sucks. I
Yes,
don't know how to explain that I love it, and I know it sucks.
it is so boring.
It's a terrible sport. It's a terrible sport. It like the mere fact that you're watching grown men like just kind of like looking around, spinning, and that's not like T-ball and little kids
So much spitting.
spinning.
Yo, so much spitting.
Well, they're
It's
all. Do they still dip? Is that
yeah,
still big in baseball?
Yeah, you can see them dip. Their pockets are bulging
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of dip in their pockets.
Well, that's another thing. It's like I know there's so many jokes on baseball and it not being like a real sport or whatever, but even the fact that they have pockets and they keep things in their pockets. Like you've never seen LeBron James pull Trident gum out of his pocket and like pop one during a game. It's just insane. Baseball is a hilarious game. The dugout, it's like they make, I remember because like my next love was hockey. And then it was basketball, right? But whatever, let's jump to basketball. I remember
Yeah.
when you got to basketball, and I was really, really watching basketball a lot. I remember that also after a few years, we got into those years of they started judging the athletes for what they did on the bench or when they were off a game, what they were wearing. You remember the whole Allen Iverson
Yeah, yeah,
suits
yeah.
years, stuff like that, right? I
Yeah,
think
dress code
that's
was like a thing for a while. It was
right.
weird.
But and it wasn't just dress code. It was like I remember even now, I bet you if I looked it up online, there's jokes about like you can see the players are like laughing during the game and you're down, you're losing, or they're not paying attention. Even if they're up, they're not paying attention to the game. They're just like talking to each other, which is a hilarious judgment of basketball players that never happens in baseball because the dugout is a fucking hangout. Like the dugout, I'm gonna open a bar called the dugout, and it's gonna be all like it's just gonna be a bench that goes across the wall, and you can sit there with your
As,
beers.
as long as you have stairways going down into it, perfect name.
Stairways go down into it, right? And
Into
then
the dugout.
into the dugout, and then it's just a bench across the wall, no other seats, right? And then it like it goes it arches over just like a dugout and then that goes to the bar. So there has to be a bar obviously
Yeah,
to
yeah.
whatever. But yeah, you can sit on the bar seats or on the bench against the wall and nothing else. And it's the dugout. And it's a great idea and as much paying attention to baseball will happen at this bar than what happens at the fucking dugout of a normal baseball game. Like you watch the clips of those players, they're having the fucking best time, unrelated to the game.
Oh yeah. Spitting and
S-
chewing.
Spitting and chewing, laughing. There's clips of baseball players throwing things at each other, like teasing, like like in the fucking during the fucking pennant or something like that. They're like fucking around. But then it's part of that that makes me love baseball because it is. That's why they say it's the greatest pastime ever.
They
Because
don't take it too seriously. Like
Mhm.
I basketball, right? There again, they are those moments where you see it like a player just like lose it, come in, just like grab a towel, like he's coming off the court. I know he does. Takes a towel, just throws it at things. He yells at the fucking announcers. You don't see that in baseball. In
Mhm.
baseball, they just come down, sit down, and they're just like moody for like 20 minutes, and then they start chucking shit at each
Chuck
other.
it, yeah, yeah. They're unfussed by what's going on. Now, like, look, do I think bases are if the bases are loaded, they're down, but a homer from and fucking Vladdy is up. Do I
Yeah.
think the dugout is paying attention? Sure, absolutely. You know, fucking on pins and needles or watching whatever. Yes, but I guarantee you can look up games where it's the playoffs and still the players aren't paying attention like because like they it must be just like you remember when they used to like do readings like in class and everybody had to read a paragraph.
Yeah, yeah,
Like once I've done my paragraph, I'm not listening anymore.
yeah.
Like you think I'm
Why?
listening? Why the fuck am I listening? I did my paragraph.
I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah. Oh, so I used to love it when like, the teacher she could start from either side of the room. If I was on one end, oh, when she started on the other end, I fucking hated it because you had to like pay attention and catch. You could maybe listen to what the student was saying in the middle there and then recatch up. But when it was on my side, started with me early. I'm student number three. I hit that third paragraph, stick the landing, and then I can just fuck off
Y-
mentally.
You know what it is? That was the perfect analogy for like the hitters because
Yeah,
you have like 13 players or whatever it is. Once you hit, you're done.
you're done.
You can't hit again, right?
Yep.
So you're like, okay, once I hit, you go up. I got three chances, 3 strikes and I'm out. Whatever. I homer, great. I got struck out. Fuck. Next time I'll get him. Then you go sit down. Then you're basically done for the like 2 innings because the whole rotation has to go before it comes back to you. So
I
if I know like you're 2 bats before me,
yeah.
I'd be like, yo, Sanker, let me know when you hit. And then that's until that
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like bugger out.
You get a you get a call out. You let me know when you hit. Just like just like in comedy, I'll go like, "Hey, let me know when you're on."
Yeah,
So
pretty
then
much.
I'll pay attention to the show. I don't know. I love everything about baseball, but not because it's impressive.
Yeah, I love everything around baseball
Everything
except for the
around
sport.
baseball. Hot dogs are great. Yeah, the pastime, the hanging out, the fights,
Oh
top
yeah.
tier,
Well,
everything around baseball.
baseball is one of the only fighting like fights in the sport where they don't have equipment. Like baseball and basketball are the only two when the people are going to fight.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be like fight on fight. There's no like helmet to take off, no gloves or
Right, right,
whatever.
right.
It's just straight on
It's
like
just
fight.
no
Well,
time
yeah,
wasting.
no
Yeah,
time
yeah.
waster. Yeah. Well, in basketball they don't fight though. They slap. That's the thing. Like they talk about like basketball being like all tough and stuff. I've never seen a basketball fight with punches. It's all
Uh,
slapping.
there's
It
the
is
only
so slapping.
is a lot of slapping. And pushing. The only one I can think of off the top of my head, there was punching, but there was a lot of misses. Was Barkley versus Shaq. They were throwing.
Oh,
They
I
were
I
throwing punches, but
I
there
don't
was a
remember.
lot of missing, and it was a double leg takedown. So I think Shaq double leg takes down Barkley, if I remember correctly, and Barkley's throwing punches and stuff, but I don't think anything lands on either of them. It's like a great fight, and it's a terrible fight at the same time. Like,
Whenever I think of basketball fights, I think of Reggie Miller, Kobe Bryant, and they were just like throwing. It looked like they were throwing haymakers, except when you look
oh
at
yeah,
it,
yeah,
their
yeah.
hands were open, and they were just like,
They were
"Ugh," and
Filipino slap fighting.
and they
Yeah.
missed. All misses. For
Uh,
people who can hit like a free throw from 30 yards out,
I
fucking
know.
can't hit a punch.
Sharpshooters. Yeah, yeah. You would think they could, really get one in there. There's a lot missing in like sports fights, to be honest, though. You would think sports fights would like be a lot cooler, but there's a lot of misses. There's a lot of like
Yeah.
haymakers and guys duck down, and it just kind of turns into like a lot of like grappling. And then the players come in. Very rarely have you. I would have to think about that. If it's not hockey,
Hmm.
it must be only in the 10 to 20 clips ever of someone getting knocked out in a national sport.
Oh yeah, but
I bet 10. There's not more than 10.
yeah, I'm hard pressed to even think about it.
Yeah, I bet you there's more accidental knockouts than like intentional knockouts.
Like there's a surprising amount of fights in NASCAR, right? Where like they're racing and all of a sudden one guy takes the other guy out, and then the
Uh,
driver would
we'll
like
get out.
yell, "We'll get out," and then one driver is like the other guy's just still going around in circles, and this guy will come out and try to fucking fight a car, right? And the race will be done, and then they'll come out, and then they'll start. And even then, it's you don't see any knockouts. You don't even see any hits.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like they break them up too early.
Let's see if we can hear Lee.
Testing.
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you. Okay,
Yeah,
I wasn't
Did you hear?
sure.
Did you hear
I,
the sadness in my voice?
I can hear the sulking.
The sadness.
Yeah. So, testing. You guys hear me? Yeah.
What?
Very pathetic.
Why would you be?
5 or
Oh, here
6 in this division series. His last 8 games against the Yankees, he's hitting above 600. The New York Yankees outscoring them 19-1 over the first game and a half.
Man, when he hits.
How you feeling, buddy?
Grand Slam homer. First in
I mean,
postseason history.
yeah, I heard that, and it was annoying. But I feel pretty neutral. We still, we still got a couple more games to go. I think the Jays played it pretty wisely, like for the at-home games. They put in the last guy, Savage, who's a rookie, who's got a crazy delivery. He was good, and the Yankees have never played against them. So
Mhm.
that's smart because they don't know what they're up against. So he did good. I'm not gonna hate on the young man, but I do hate him.
I'm not gonna hate on him. I'll
Yes,
hate him in general. Put it out
but I
there.
despise him, and I hope he has a career full of injuries.
But you still feel confident because from what I've heard is that they put the Jays, sorry, kept their best pitchers till the series heads to New York. Because
I think yeah, I mean it's Bieber and Scherzer, right? That they're
yeah,
saving.
yeah.
I think those guys, like in most sort of like you try to plan it ahead in baseball. You're like, oh, if we put these guys, they're back end guys, they're gonna wipe them out. But I think they're still old, and maybe their best days are behind them. So it may be a miscalculation. I'm hoping that Bieber and Scherzer sink and fuck up and don't
We only
perform
need one. We only
as the
need
Blue
one.
Jays management expected to. Yeah, you guys
We,
won the first
no,
two.
sorry. We only need one win, right?
Yeah, out of three, right? You guys best
Yeah.
of. I
The
mean, point being is, I think that you guys got the first two games easily, but the next two is more in our favor. Yes.
I don't give a fuck.
Fair enough. What do you think, Sanger?
No, I don't. It's not that I don't give a fuck about baseball. We were actually enjoying a lot of baseball talk before you joined. I just don't give a fuck about your assessment that things will go better. I think
I mean, fair enough.
I think you've been given one good thing in life, and that's your daughter that's going to be born at some point. That's the only wins that God has allotted for you in life. You get a child, and she'll be wonderful. Everything else in your
And
life is a total and utter failure, including ever seeing a Yankee win ever again. I've
amen to
decided
that,
that.
brother.
Yeah.
Amen, Lord. You
You'll
bless me
take
with a
that
beautiful
trade.
son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
daughter. I mean, it's a girl.
I know you keep
Uh,
trying to curse me, but
yes, the daughter, a curse. It's a curse in China
I
and
find
the
in the Lee
Fernandez
household.
household.
and for the
Yeah.
rest of the Lee dynasty, you're right. I mean, I do find out tomorrow.
Oh,
I
really?
find out tomorrow
Oh,
yeah. So it's a big day tomorrow. And I'm also taking my driver's license test again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is Lee
Hmm.
during his driver. He's gonna. I can't imagine you're a good driver. He's gonna be driving around fucking up, and he's gonna hear this at his side.
You motherfucker, what are you doing?
I'm excellent driver.
You're an
I'll have
excellent
you
driver.
know. I'm
Oh,
very
okay.
good, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
I'm just not good. I was bad at the maintenance of the vehicle itself. I was very lazy. Never changed
That's
the oil.
there's
But
so there's so many comics I know, and it's because like we're not a rich people besides like the Americans. There's so many comics I know. Like I'll be like, oh man, I've had to get an oil change for a month, and then like that I'll be saying that to a comic, and he'll reply to me, oh. I don't think I've had an oil change in like 2 years.
what the
He'll
fuck is
he'll
wrong
just
with
like
you
put
people?
more oil.
Every 3 months you change your oil.
yeah, but I mean, like once you get to where you're going, you're like, I don't want to go anywhere else.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? And it's always like that. It's the same with laundry.
yeah.
Like sometimes it's easy to do, but man, it sucks doing it. And it's so easy to do. So why
Yeah,
is it so fucking like tedious?
It's
it's
not
just
even like
annoying.
you do it. You just put it into a machine and press a button.
I think it's because it's so easy to do. You're kind of like over. You're like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't even fucking want to do it. It's so, like, why do I have to do it so often? I think is what it is. you just kind of like shrug your shoulders and go, "Hey, what if I never do it again? What if I
Yeah,
never
what
pay
will
my
happen?
taxes again? What will happen?" Yeah, exactly. Let's go down this rabbit hole.
You know what's funny, by the way? I didn't even mention it to Felix, although I'm sure he noticed. We did get a caller come in for a second. The shark
Mm.
called in, but
Yeah.
I don't think his audio was working, and he left. And that was
Oh,
about
I'll
10
tell
minutes
him.
ago. Yeah, yeah. Either that or he was upset that
Hey, faggot, your audio is not working. I sent him a nice voicemail.
I told him I loved him. Um, yeah, no, we were talking before you joined, not even about we talked about the game a little bit, but we were just talking about how great baseball is, but mostly for the surrounding reasons of the sport. Like
Such
I,
as.
such as how great the dugout seems to be like a great hang. Like it
Mm.
just seems like that would be a fun. Oh, and I'm gonna repeat myself now for anyone listening, but I have a great bar idea. I'm gonna open a bar called the Dugout, and it's gonna be you go downstairs, similar to like any other bar, but you go downstairs, and
Similar
then
to
it's
like a dugout.
similar
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
dugout, yeah.
All
And
right.
it's designed exactly like a dugout. There's no booths or anything. It's just a bench that runs across the wall on one
Yeah.
side. Of course, you have to have bar seats, so that'll be the only cheat. But then the inside, it overarches just like a dugout. It looks just like a dugout, and you're allowed to chew tobacco in there. That's the only other thing
And
I can add.
spit.
And spit. The
Yeah.
floors are
Spits.
cleaned nightly
Yeah.
due
But
to
you
the
get to
spit
you get to spit seeds and a
seeds.
comment on
And
Yes.
whores
dip.
walking by.
Yes. It's
Just like the players do.
it's gonna be like a movie theater in the 70s where at the end of
Yeah.
the night they're just sweeping up popcorn and
Yeah.
cigarettes and,
Yeah, the
And
jizz rag
sunflower
guy.
and
seeds.
sunflower
Yeah.
seeds. Yeah, yeah. But it's
Oh,
a great
what a vile job.
yeah, yeah. And then we were just talking about like it's he was saying I was asking do baseball players still dip, right? And then he's like, "Yeah, you can see it in their pockets sometimes." And I was just laughing. It's hilarious that it's like an intense sport, yet they have things in their pockets. Like
I mean, in baseball they do quite a lot of gay things for some reason. Like they like the
what?
spitting constantly.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
know what I mean? It is kind of whorish to me. I don't know. I always just picture like strippers or like whatever, like just prostitutes spitting
yeah,
constantly.
yeah.
I don't. And they grab
Why?
each
Why
other's
would you
asses a
think
lot.
prostitutes would be spitting constantly?
Well,
Well, you know,
because
the
the
coom,
word, yeah,
The
yeah,
cool.
the
they have
coom.
the coom exactly, and they constantly have to spit out the coom.
Now I have to
You
figure out
know,
how to name this episode the coom and phonetically. I'm trying to COOM. That's the name of the
yes,
episode.
yeah,
The
Or
coom.
C
the coom.
double CWM. UUM.
Coom. No, you're German. This is throwing me way off. The Coom, COOM.
Or the or KU with the two dots above the U and an M.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We go extra German. Yeah,
German.
the Coom.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, the spitting. I get it. The Coom. They're spitting out a lot of that, and yeah, there is something about that. Crotch grabbing. Is that gay?
Eh.
Crotch grabbing? It's very normal.
Well,
It's
I
very.
mean, they don't have jock straps, so I don't understand why they be like.
I thought it was a main jockstrap sport. When I played like T-ball and rookie ball and stuff like that as a kid, we had jockstraps. I thought jockstraps is like I think it's a big jockstrap sport.
How
I
often
mean,
do you
jock
get?
straps are supposed to like prevent extreme damage, but I think they look uncomfortable just
Yeah.
to wear.
It's your
You know what I
Just give me
testicles.
like 5 minutes, babe. I just gotta make a quick phone call.
Okay.
Are we the phone call or like?
That's what I'm wondering. He's telling us.
Hey guys,
I'm
I'll
just-
join you in a minute. Why don't you call the first one?
Like, yeah, just join after the fucking call.
It's such a cunty thing to do. People have
Yeah,
done that
because
to me in real life. They'll call me and
yeah,
they'll go, "Hey, can I call you back?" And I'm like,
yeah.
You just called me. I didn't ask you to call
No,
me."
they're like, yeah. Oh, hey man, I'll call me back in a minute, right? And then like, what do you mean me call you back?
Or
What a douche.
you ever had someone call you mid drive-through order with McDonald's? Like they call you and they're like, "Yeah, well, hold on. No, cheese on the filet-o-fish." And you're like, Why just wait 2 more minutes when you're done this order? Why'd you call me now?
Are you big on filet fishes?
I like them.
You
They're
like?
cool. It's
Does
fine.
this happen to you? I like them, but does this happen to you that the fillet is always outside of the buns? Like
Yes.
for some reason the fish is always halfway out
Yes.
with the
What is
cheese
that?
dragging along. What?
Shitty
Right.
McDonald's employees. That's all it is.
But it's
Just
like the
shitty
same
McDonald's.
guy that does this. Like I
Yeah.
think it's because we have one around here, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's this Indian guy that is always fucking because they don't work with fish sandwiches for some reason. I don't think, unless I'm wrong. Does your family fuck or fuck with fish sandwiches?
Thick
The
buns.
Yes.
Indian that
Yeah.
I'm
You know
talking to
what?
right
Like,
now. I'm talking to two Indians. You know what? The answer
I've
is
been
no,
actually making
because you
filet
guys just
fish at
stared
home.
at me like, of course we don't.
No, because I'm just looking at the bottom
No,
of piss
sorry.
the fucking shark has put on the screen.
Yeah, I'm really
I'm
sorry.
like, why is he showing us
I'm not
his
gonna lie.
shower?
I didn't even hear what you said. I got
I didn't
distracted
even notice.
because I thought he's
There's a
showing us like
bottle
a
of pee.
yeah. Yeah, I got so distracted. I didn't even hear your question. Give me your Indian question one more time. As Shark displays his, I'm assuming, bottle of Coom he keeps.
That
Or
looks like
yeah, it might be
sex honey.
piss. And now
All
he's
right, he
gone.
left.
He left.
Okay.
Yeah, so sorry. What was your filet fish question again? I was very distracted.
You know what? I apologize because I didn't even notice that picture, like whatever his bathroom like
Yeah.
mystery jar was. I didn't even see that. I was just asking the question, and then I'm staring at you guys like,
Aren't
can you
you
hear
li-
me?
No,
It was just
because
such
all of
a
a sudden it was just like his bathroom, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna like show us his dirty bathroom, and then he just pulls out this yellow bottle, and I'm like, oh, did he just piss in a bottle and showing us his pee bottle for whatever?
it was jarring.
Yeah, but
Jarring.
back on your fillet of fish
Yes.
story,
Give me your
I
filet
do.
Well,
fish.
I guess the question is just, do Indian people make fish sandwiches?
Yes, I actually do. Well, not
Nice.
I don't know about Indian people, but I do. I make fillet of fish at home.
Do
It's
you
just
make
like
it to a square? Why is
no,
it a square, by the way?
I
Why
don't
is it a
know. I just
why?
buy the like frozen fish.
What is fucking shark doing?
I
I don't know.
don't know. He's just joining the call and then doing his fucking menage.
He's just sabotaging the podcast.
We're having a lot
He's-
of Zoom problems.
a lot of Zoom problems.
Okay.
He's giving us
Yeah,
the
you're
worst.
not aiming it to your face. Like that's
Yeah.
the problem.
He's giving us the worst.
Are you not
tour-
getting enough Wi-Fi in your bathroom?
No,
Is that the
Yeah.
problem?
he's just trying to give us the worst tour of a house I've ever seen in my life. Here's my floor. Here's a bottle I keep in the
That's how you know
washroom.
it's a bad tour. He's showing
Yeah.
the bathroom, and we haven't seen the toilet yet.
Yeah.
It's just a terrible tour. Can you hear us, Shark?
Yeah. Just doing my business while I'm doing the podcast.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your business? Sucking?
Yeah.
Swallowing.
Oh man. Wow.
That's all right. Sure.
What's the conversation about?
Baseball.
McDonald's or something? Or-
Well, no, we were actually, yeah, that's true. We started talking about the filet fish, and Lee rightfully pointed out that a lot of filet fish sandwiches are askew when you get them, and we don't know why. And he's blaming Indians.
You know what's funny about it's funny. That was always his go-to meal for McDonald's. No matter what, it was always a filet o fish. And
Oh,
I
really?
remember we were watching the movie Super Size Me. Do you remember that documentary?
Yeah. I have things to say about him.
He actually like stopped the documentary halfway just to walk to a McDonald's and get a couple of filet o fishes, come back, and then resume Super Size Me while eating those.
Wait, why would he?
I,
Oh, Lee
No.
stopped the documentary.
I distinctly remember they were double quarter pounder with cheeses that I fucked with during
No.
that film. But no, I like the filet of fish as a side sandwich usually.
Like
I
you
don't
get
know
a
why.
burger
Like
and a
some
side
surf
of a
and turf.
filet of fish.
Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, it's the
I'm
difference of thing. And I
I'm
like seafood.
stealing that. I'm stealing that idea so much. I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
McDonald's
That is-
tonight and
that is the least
order.
co-
Can I get surf and
That-
turf, please? And they're gonna be like, "What?" I'd like a
Yeah.
filet of fish
And a Big
quarter
Mac.
pounder. Just,
Yeah.
but you have to get just bunless. So I have a burger patty next to a filet of fish in that container they give you, the pancakes,
It's
the
it.
hotcakes container, surf and
Yeah,
turf. I like that.
You know,
Good
it's
shit.
crazy, Lee. So you remember Super Size Me, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
documentary.
So you know we were lied to about that.
Yes. Get on this. I know exactly what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it turns out that all the health problems he was having was not because of the McDonald's. It's because
Drinking,
at the
right?
time he
Yeah.
was a raging alcoholic.
Which explains why he like fucked with McDonald's, because only a drunk would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat McDonald's
Exactly.
every night for a month." Yeah, that's a drunk
That's
man's
true.
idea.
If you re if you rethink about the first time he eats it, he goes, "Oh, this is actually really good." That was like such a 3 o'clock in the morning response to McDonald's.
He's dead now, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
from
Yeah.
All right.
alcoholism. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Liver failure.
Right.
Liver- It's just, the super size me meant supersize my liver and kidneys.
Nah, he was just a fraud.
Dude,
Which, it's just like,
there's a
but do you
clip in
think
the
like what he did,
documentary.
but was it a bad thing? You know that like some people like start lying to like sort of make a company that look or something look bad that might not be bad, but they're
Mhm.
trying to make it look bad. We know McDonald's is bad, so this guy's trying to put shit out there to demonize them and make them, hey, don't eat there. It's
Yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
in essence good, but he lied about it. So
Yeah.
do you think that message is still good? Like, or is like, no, now that he's a fraud, I'm gonna eat more McDonald's.
Yeah, and it's funny because there's even a clip in Super Size Me where the doctor's looking over is like, "Boy, this is like the same test as like results as an alcoholic." He's like, "Oh, you don't say."
Was that in the movie?
It is, yeah. If you
Is it?
rewatch it,
I'm gonna rewatch this movie. I'm gonna rewatch this movie with the lens of him being an alcoholic.
yeah,
Yeah.
watch the bloating, the sweating. It's all there.
All of Lee's symptoms
There's a
right before our intervention to Lee is bloating and sweating during the episodes.
yeah. There's a scene in that movie where he wakes up in the middle of the night short of breath. I've had that, and it's not from McDonald's.
Oh my god.
It's from
Yeah.
Jameson shots with your psychotic roommate.
Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, fuck
To,
me,
to me,
man.
the worst symptom that he had were those yellow eyes, and then when he stopped drinking heavily, his eyes kind of cleared up.
Oh,
You know what I'm
The
talking about?
jaundice.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, ew. I mean, I'm kind of worried, but I'm kind of not.
that that isn't an insane thing to do though, is to like be like, I'm gonna do a documentary, but
Mhm.
ignore the fact, especially meeting with doctors, that you're a fucking like raging alcoholic. Like it's
Yeah.
just a strange, like I wouldn't do one of those documentaries and just be like only film like myself head up and ignore the fact that I'm like fat. I wouldn't be like, "Oh, wow, this made me really sick when I ate Wendy's for 2 months or whatever." I would like it's insane to hide that. Or like have AI change my body so we do the whole documentary as a thin man.
It would look very
But you,
realistic.
no, it wouldn't. Sager has the head of a fat guy. Like, look at
No.
him. If he had a skinny
I
body,
That with
it
AI,
would look,
it's
it would
possible.
look strange.
I
You
wholeheartedly
do have
disagree.
a big head.
I have a
It's
big
it's not just
ish.
big. It's a fat guy head because the
Mm,
bottom is also fat. Like it's all big. If it was just the top of his head, like Will Christensen, just his giant head at the top with a skinny face, like okay, that guy's just kind of super villain mantis looking. But Sanker's head belongs in a fat person's body.
I disagree. I do think
No,
I have a big head, but I don't have, because I've noticed other fat guys, like they just have fatter jowls, and I don't know why. None of it goes to like, even my neck is bad, but not that bad. Like I see much fatter necks, and I don't understand. Mine is 100, well, no, mine is 80% stomach. Even my breasts are big, but not
Oh.
as big as some others. Like Charlie has lost weight and is smaller than me now. Bigger titties still.
But you got like a Yukon Gold potato head. So I mean that's only fixed right on a
Right
big man
on a
body.
big man body.
Yeah. I'm saying you got the big man's head.
I've
Wish we
always
could
had a
see
big head
a
though. Even
shark.
I know, but he's never been visible on the podcast ever. That would be quite a reveal.
Who?
But he's always had like something up. This is just
Yeah,
like shots
well,
of a bathroom and darkness.
Yeah, just with the lights barely on or anything. So
Oh, I kind of saw him there.
yeah.
It was really scary.
Yeah, no, that's about it. The only reveal. So, how did you feel about the game today? I missed all that whole thing about because I was watching it as well.
Well, he's not happy.
Of course he is, and he was rage texting his other group chat.
Oh,
He's like,
really?
oh yeah, he was like, "This is a disgrace. What the fuck?"
Oh, can
No,
you read
That's not the sense that we got when he joined the pod. He was very optimistic about the next 2
about the
games.
next? That's true. Can you read? This is what I want you to
Yeah.
research in your. Well, but you recording with your phone right now, so is it hard?
Oh no, can you hear me still?
Yeah.
So
So
let's see.
I want you to look for this. This is what I want to see is the first text where you can tell he's starting to get annoyed. But before that, I want you to read the text prior to that that seems more even keel. And then I want to see in comparison, I want to
Shark.
hear the one right after.
Yeah.
Shark, start with the ones from yesterday too.
Okay, so from
Oh
yesterday.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
It's a 2-game slide.
Yeah. So, the first one, he's like, game one, and then he drops the N bomb, right?
yeah. That's how
Excited for the
Yeah.
game. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So then
Game
he
one,
starts,
Nelly, he said. Good. Yeah.
yeah. So then he writes, there's some asshole behind home plate wearing a sparkly blazer and aviator glasses. That's the guy from those rec room wrestling shows. He's an agitator. He's on the right side. So, he's just kind of, talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah. Comment. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it's Boone is stinking it all up, going to the bullpen early.
So he started to get a little annoyed.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, they
Well,
were
they
down
took out their
7 runs.
starter the first game and then like what the third inning.
Oh yeah, he gave
And
up 4
he
homers.
but he just started getting into a groove of pitching. You could tell when a guy's sucking at first, but starts getting better.
Yeah.
And I felt they took him out too early, considering, I don't like when they go to the bullpen too early. It always makes me nervous that they're going to tire out the bullpen. But I think they did it for this game because, like, oh, Fried is Fried. He's going to go at least 7 innings with maybe 1 run in. And then he got brutally molested. And they had to fucking now scrap that plan because they thought they could, go along with him this inning. So they'll use their bullpen early and then rely on Fried, and that didn't happen. So the first game, I got nervous. I was like, you could have probably used your first original starter another 2 innings. I felt.
So then, yeah, and then he actually went completely radio silent. He just stopped commenting, period. He disappeared.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then today.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're seeing the shark. Oh boy. What a treat.
Right.
All right. And then when do we pick up with Lee Fernandez again?
So then today, the first thing he says is, I hate that when I ran into Ernie Clement downtown, I wished him good luck.
Oh yeah. I ran into him and Davis Schneider outside of the Skydome. And I got a picture with them. And then I go like, hey, you guys, good luck. And I regret it right now.
You regret it
bad.
You probably helped.
I feel like
was that today or was that like when they were playing the Rays or something?
No, this was still during the regular season. Like
yeah, but God takes his time. God takes his time. God logged that good luck, and he had
his most patient.
Yeah. And then he had that waiting, and then he thought, and he's also hilarious. So he just waited for this moment to be like, great good luck, Lee Fernandez. Take this.
Exactly. And I'm so upset by it. I'll tell you the exact date that I wish them a good luck. If I could find it. Oh, yeah, here it is. July 31st.
Oh,
wow.
Jesus. Oh, yeah. And that memory came back to him today. So
about 6 months ago.
Oh, when he hit that home run, I was like, that's thanks to me. Ernie Clement blasted out of the park.
While the ball is going, I know Lee's at his TV yelling, no, bad luck! Bad luck!
I didn't mean it.
Bad luck.
And then he's like, what else? So then it's He starts writing 9 strikeouts in 4 innings. This is savagery. I'm listening to Buck Martinez heart attack slurring his way through sentences. It's so bothersome.
So just bitching.
Yeah,
Just
goddamn
bitching in
rookie
general.
carving up my lineup. The Mets had a more humiliating exit from baseball, beat by the fruity Marlins.
Yeah.
Marlins take a shot for no reason.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the
And you know,
Marlins have always been gay.
yeah, that grand slam actually made me spit out my beer. This is a joke.
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
which Grand Slam? Dan, do you have a video of that Grand Slam?
Guerrero. No,
Guerrero, right? Yeah,
Guerrero's
Vlad.
fucking a grand slam. I
Wait.
missed it, but then when I looked and realized what it was, I just had beer drizzling out of my mouth. I was like,
you
the
s-
oh,
you spit take.
like I didn't see it leave the bat. I looked at the screen as it had already launched, and then when it landed, it's a grand slam, and I was just keeping my beer in the mouth until it landed, and it just dribbled out or drizzled out. Sorry.
Oh, that
Dribbled
was a
out.
great walk off. That was like you did like the little bat flip and everything, man. It was fantastic.
No, he's unreal in this fucking series right now. It's
And then that was
gross.
it. That was Lee's grand, commentary. And then I assumed he was so sad he just disappeared quietly.
Now, I thought, I thought your girl, I'm talking to you, Lee, was turning you into a Jays fan. Because isn't there photo evidence of you wearing Jays merchandise?
Yeah, but this was like 4 girlfriends ago. But I wasn't turning into a Jays fan. I started getting back into baseball, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just pick up where I left off. Like I
Right,
was a
right.
kid liking, and I started watching the Jays. I'm like, these guys fucking suck. Like they're making baseball stink. And then
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the year that Aaron Judge came up on his rookie year, and I noticed like him, and then I started watching Yankee games, and then I noticed CC Sabathia, who was a big fat alcoholic who was pitching, and I thought that was so interesting. So I just started watching the Yankees, and because of those two players, I just started following them, and I was like, I'm gonna
And
watch Yankees baseball. So I don't know what I'm
you,
gonna do once Aaron Judge retires.
yeah,
Once Aaron Judge retires, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Is he going to
I'm probably
retire
gonna
soon?
probably not
He's,
maybe 4 or 5 more years he's got, I guess, like to
I
be a
thought he was
good ball
young.
player. He's only in his 30s, I think, not 31, probably. She's
how
probably
long?
got like till 35,
That's
40, maybe as a DH. I don't know. But yeah, I'm like, I got into it for CC Sabathia and Aaron Judge, and I'm like, I wonder if I'm gonna keep watching this shit once Judge is gone.
there's something
But
so weird about like you're admitting I really got into this team because of these two beautiful men. Like
you're the one saying that they're beautiful. You're the one
oh,
commenting on
I
their
know what you
looks.
meant.
I'm
I
going
know what
like
you meant.
CC Sabathia as an alcoholic. I could go like, oh shit,
He's like
he's a
me.
mess, but he's
Yeah,
pitching for the
yeah.
New York Yankees. And Judge, I'm like, this guy looks like out of this world type of ball
Oh yeah, I
player.
bet he's out
So
of
I
this
was
world
I
to
was I
you.
was I was,
I
I was
bet.
impressed by
Yeah, yeah.
playing his baseball
Yeah, his
abilities
bite. Yeah. I never heard
and his
someone
ass
You know what?
and his tasty biceps.
you started so much.
Yeah,
It's almost he's in
I
front
was
of you.
forgetting a word.
Like to be honest, I think Judge looks so fucking weird because Judge, whenever he goes to
Yeah.
like bat, he's like squatting, but he's squatting straight. So he's looking up, but he's like standing like dead straight as he's going to hit the bat. I don't know, maybe that's where he gets all his power and whatever, because he hits a lot of homers. But when he's going to bat, he looks so fucking weird compared to all the other baseball players.
Can
I
I?
mean, he looks like he's 12 different races in one. If we're going to talk about what he
Yeah.
looks like, he
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like he was made in a laboratory type of like Frankensteinish creature. But I just like the way he plays. So I was just like, this is like impressive. So then I just started following Yankees. I'm like, Jays are so
it's
gay.
true. He's Blake
Like they make
Griffin-y.
me fucking sick. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they're winning
That they're
now.
losing.
Yeah, yeah. Your
Yeah,
Yankees
it's
are
fine.
losing.
Fine.
And you know what the best part is? The Yankees are losing to the Jays, even though we don't even have our best player on the field. Our best player is injured, right?
Yeah, but this is
Bo
the net.
Bichette.
this is again another shot at baseball, even though Lee, again, I want to preface this because you weren't there. I said I like and love baseball, but I will make fun of it because I do think it's a ridiculous. It's not as much of a sport as like hockey. It just isn't. But I love baseball. It's weird for me to try to explain that. But this is my point is that you're like, oh, our best players on, but it doesn't have the same effect to not have your best player as other real sports, if that makes sense. It just doesn't, unless it's your pitcher. I'll argue maybe pitcher.
Well, I mean, no, it's the opposite. The pitcher has less of an effect because a pitcher only, for example, like the 22-year-old, he's not going to play pitch again this series. The pitchers only pitch one game pretty much, or like
I
six or
want to
seven
know.
innings.
I want to know what Sanker meant by real sport because I'm not going to get past that.
I just it's and I'm prefacing
Now,
again.
Sanker,
I
what
love
position
baseball.
can you play?
I
Let's
love
just
baseball,
figure it out.
but it's not a real sport. And as much as I love it,
Yeah, I
the
want to know
fact
how you constitute it's not a real sport. What is it missing to be? Is it missing ice?
uh
What is it missing
you know what it's
for it to not
missing?
be a real
No, I'll tell
sport?
you. I'll tell you. It's
Yes.
no because I'm not even sure if hockey's my favorite sport. I also love basketball. I used to shit on football more, but I've watched a lot of football with Felix. It bumps up more against being a real sport than baseball. I mean, it's tough with those two, but I'll give
The
football
question is simple. I want to know what makes baseball not a sport.
constant athleticism. That's I think I've
What do you
thought
mean?
about this for
Any
a while.
sort of athleticism.
Any sort of no, like you'll look, somebody
It's not.
hits it.
It checks off every athletic
No,
thing you need.
no,
Throughout the game.
but
It's just slower. You're
but
mistaking
constant.
slowness with
No.
athleticism.
The word is constant. Constant. All right. My issue, I won't accept what Felix said. There's absolutely athleticism because let's say the batter hits it, it's heading towards the wall. There's amazing plays where you see
So there's
the
only
the
two
fielder.
real sports in your mind: hockey
Yeah.
and soccer.
No, three. Hockey, soccer,
Football.
basketball.
Football.
Basketball. No, even basketball, you have to stand around, wait for the ball to get thrown in the air. So you jump up and
That's
move it around.
once
It's
a game.
constant. You have to stop at
No.
times.
If the ball,
Times.
if the game is in play,
Well,
basketball is
free
running up
throws.
and down. Those
but-
are minor stoppages. Baseball is almost this is the
You have to
opposite.
pause, you have to pause
Baseball?
between plays once the play is done. But during the plays, that's constant.
No,
as
no,
you're calling it.
that's what I
You
mean.
fucking
Baseball-
idiot.
There's constant just watching.
There's constant watch.
Boom.
Baseball and basketball are opposites in that basketball does have moments of stoppage, right? But
lot of 'em.
it's constant.
You ever see a
Baseball,
basketball game in the last 4 minutes? How many times there are? How many things
Yeah,
they have to
the
read?
That's
most-
only the last
the
4 minutes
slowest
of a
sport.
90-minute
It's the
game.
slowest sport in the human history. The last 4 minutes of basketball. It's the slowest
No.
shit, the most activated
no,
shit.
the slowest moment is 9 innings. The slowest sport. Then I look, and you even mentioned soccer. I will tell you this: soccer is more of a sport than baseball. Yet, I love baseball 10 billion times more than soccer. Soccer is enjoyable
Soccer's a
sometimes.
hard sell.
Baseball
Soccer's
is
a hard
better
sell.
than soccer. Baseball is absolutely better than soccer, but soccer is more of a sport.
No.
And
Yeah,
that's
I don't
all
give
I'm
a
trying to
shit, but
explain. They're different.
I don't care whether you like baseball or not, but when I hear it's not a sport, I'm like, how the fuck do you mean?
It's okay.
It's such a sport.
No, I didn't say
No,
it's not a
it's not
sport. I
it's
just
not a
called
sport.
other sports real sports. Like
A real
it's
sport.
like, yeah, it's.
I think honestly, I
I
think
disagree. I
NASCAR.
disagree
I
wholeheartedly.
think NASCAR is a bigger sport than fucking baseball.
I disagree.
I
I-
He's just being
It's
a,
a funny
he's being
joke.
a cunt.
NASCAR.
He's being a
is-
fucking
He's
cunt.
being-
They
That's all
he's
he
going
is.
too
sweat
far.
more
Yeah.
in NASCAR. They put their bodies through more in NASCAR than they do in fucking baseball.
How do they do that? They sit down and put a seatbelt on. How the fuck do they put their bodies through way more?
They're the G forces of all like the pressure they go through when they're driving around at 200 miles an hour is way more than fucking Scranton does scratching his balls in the outfield.
Nah, I disagree.
I'll even say this: out of stoppages, and
I'm
stuff,
more impressed with Stan scratching his dick in the outfield than I am watching some guy fucking drive fast.
in terms of
The only person I
avoiding,
want to see drive fast is Ryan Gosling. Okay, guys. And I like that none of us noticed that the shark just swam away.
I know the shark swam away. I love that. That's his new out. No, I'll even say that the more I think about it, the most sporty sport is soccer, in that they don't even they add time to the end from stoppages to even catch back the time, and
That
they're
they lost.
running all the time and their thing. But it's also my least favorite sport out of all sports.
Because
So
there's no
it's
TV breaks. There's no
they're
commercials for you to get up and get some
yeah,
food.
they're running, they're very athletic. It's the most sporty sport. It's a team sport. Everything, it has all the elements except for being interesting. Whereas baseball lacks so many legitimate sport elements. It's more of a game. It's kind of it's in the middle. Baseball is like you fall on either side of a fence, but it's more interesting.
Baseball's like darts or bowling, right? Like it's a game that you can play.
Yeah,
It's like a pastime.
more than darts, but more than
Like
bowling though, because it
how
does have
more
it
because
has
there's
a
grass.
no, and this goes back to like I don't want to steal from a Patrice O'Neill conversation, but he used to say it has a defensive element to it, which is the pitcher and catchers through in the outfield and first bases. Bowling doesn't have a defensive element. No one can stop you from being great. You just do your best. That's also why golf, he said, wasn't a sport. And I agree with those things. But then there was one more element I'm adding is constant athleticism, where baseball lacks so much constant athleticism. It's that's what holds it back. But it's great. I love
But here's the
watching
thing
it.
about baseball's athleticism is that when the ball is in play, when there are plays happening, there is so much that can go wrong. It's so dangerous. Hitting it is not easy. Number one, you're throwing over 90 miles an hour pitcher position. You shouldn't be doing that. Nobody should be throwing that hard consistently. So as your position in itself gives you certain amounts of specific dangers. When it comes to pitching, you could blow your fucking arm out. I seen a guy's elbow, like forearm snap in half from throwing so hard. So number one, you could snap your arm
What
throwing a ball,
what a
and the guy will still homer
pussy.
off you.
I know. And by the
What a
way,
pussy.
Lee, they throw
Drink more milk,
faster.
loser.
They throw
But
faster
what I'm saying
in
is like
cricket.
even like while
Okay,
the game is
but
in
Lee,
play,
your
running
game
the
is so
bases.
shitty. Indian people who barely eat anything can throw faster than you. They throw like 100 miles an hour in cricket, and the ball hits the
You don't have
ground
to be
before
you
you
don't
hit
have to be
it.
big to throw hard. You just have to be you have to just be able
Famished.
to
It's a
whip your arm
sling.
as hard
It's a
as you can.
it's a
It's a
slingshot.
sling. Yeah.
It's a sling.
It's not. Yeah. Well, bigger pitchers, like guys who are built. I think the only one that throws really hard consistently is Aroldis Chapman. But usually it's smaller guys who pitch. Your bigger players are better for the outfield, especially right
Batting.
field or catcher or
Yeah.
first base. First base, catcher, or right field is like good for bigger guys.
Yeah, Vladdy's
But
fucking
like pitching,
huge. He's first base.
well, that's why he's at first base. Yeah. They tried to put him at third, but that just looked funny, and he wasn't even that good at third. You need somebody who's almost as good as your shortstop at third.
Yeah.
But point is when the ball's in play,
A
it's
shortstop
such
is
a
technically the most athletic person, the person who can jump from side to side to catch something, right?
well, yeah, that's who you save shortstop for. Your most athletic guy on the entire
The
team.
one athletic person you have on the team
But-
is your shortstop.
You need your center field, second base, and third have to be super athletic.
There's another indictment.
All encompassing athletes.
That's another
But
indictment of it as a sport, is because you know in your head there's levels of athleticism. Like
What do you mean?
in a
You
ba-
could say on a football
No.
team, every position has a
Yes.
specific guy that's
Yes.
good for it, and they're all bit different
No,
body
no.
types.
In all football, they're all athletic. They're just the amount of mass they have depends on
No, but
position.
I
they're
agree
all
with
Same as
athletic.
baseball.
I agree
No,
with
it's the
All
Lee.
same.
athletic.
I agree
But
with
there's not
Lee.
a sport out there. Maybe what's one sport
Yes.
you have to be the same fucking size? All
No,
of the
no.
people
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say
No,
that.
I'm
I did
asking a
say
separate question.
size. Okay, no, that doesn't exist. Most sports, there's different sizes of guys, but we're
Yeah.
talking about athletic, like
Athleticism.
in shapeness.
You think
Baseball.
in shapeness is athleticism? You don't think you could be a fat guy who throws hard?
No,
and is
but
good
I'm
at
counting
pitching,
both.
and that's your specific athleticism.
No.
You
I'm
could be
counting
like
both.
athleticism isn't like a specific body type. I don't
Okay,
think.
first
It
of all,
can't be. You
first
can
of
be
all,
athletic and out of shape, dude.
Pitching isn't a feat of
it's not
athleticism.
athletic. Yeah, it's not athletic.
Pitching
I,
is
I
not like
disagree.
throwing is just like throwing.
it's a
You would
talent.
So
never
you don't
never
have to have
call Tom
aim.
Brady
You don't have
athletic
to have
because he can throw the
power. You don't have
ball.
to have skill set with how to release the ball. That's not athleticism. What is that?
No.
No,
Magic to you?
again, like
No,
Tom Brady,
it
I would
isn't.
not
It's
consider him
impressive.
athletic. It's impressive he can
It's
throw the fucking
impressive.
ball.
It's impressive.
But
It's fascinating. It's
It's
very
yeah,
interesting.
good for you, but like
but
it's
isn't athleticism? It's
no,
for
it's not
you.
athletic at all.
He said good
Oh my
for
God.
you. Could you imagine meeting a fucking elite pitcher and he's like, you don't understand. I throw 98 miles per hour. Oh yeah, well, good for you. I don't know.
I mean, that's a nice trick. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure you
So
didn't have
that's
to train anywhere to get your arm strong and get your aim precise. You didn't have to train to do any of that. It's just, you just throw it, right, guys?
I mean,
You're a
practice makes
fucking
perfect,
idiot.
right?
yeah,
No.
but no. But I was also talking. And we know it's the truth. And Felix also can't defend football because football has the same problem. There are out of shape sacks of shit in both those sports that they just
Fine.
allow.
Soccer is probably the only one where
No,
they're all in shape, right? There's not a
no,
fat guy in
that's not
soccer.
basketball
Hockey.
and hockey. Both of them,
Hockey, yeah.
99% of the league are in shape. 99. And even in
Even
basketball,
Shaq.
he was
Shaq
all
just reminded me of the
no,
Big Show. He was just a
he's
big
No.
guy who
no,
could get in your way.
No,
no.
no.
Shaq was pure muscle. And in fact, in basketball, when they start to get fat, everyone takes pictures of it and talks about it, everything, and they point out the fat athletes. In baseball, they go, "Oh my God, what an athlete this guy is! He's wow,"
Yeah.
and he's got his fucking Charlie body. And I'm not saying again. I'm go back to baseball's great. I love watching baseball, but there's fat sacks shit, and they
I
just
know.
think it's
Yeah.
okay and normal. And you're
There's
wrong
no
about
fat
other
sacks
sports.
of shit
Well,
in
the
football.
fat sacks of
They
shit
Yes,
are
there
great.
is.
They look
Yes.
big. They
No,
look
there's
big. They eat
Felix,
a lot
you're
of muscle.
lying.
No,
You're
dude.
lying.
Watch a
He
football
is
game.
lying.
He's
How
lying.
fast
a
they
liar.
are. Their 40 times are top like sub 5 seconds.
He's still lying.
You motherfucker, what are you doing?
Just lying. Just lying.
No,
I
dude.
can't.
Watch a game. I'm telling you, watch a game.
I don't need to watch it. You take a
Look.
screenshot and there's fat sacks of shit. But I get it because they're and first of all, I
But-
take most of my knowledge of football from The Replacement starring Keanu Reeves and the sumo wrestler that they had put on the team and the two fat black guys. And that tells me that there's
But
fat sacks of shit.
Agreeing with Lee's point there, you can be fat and be athletic. These guys
You
are
don't have
fat.
to.
I'm
You
not
don't have
saying
to. You
they're
don't have to
fat.
be fat and run like super quick or do flip. That's not like you could be fat and be
They can
athletic
be
in
fat
one
and strong.
aspect of things. Yeah.
You're
They're
calling
not
these
me
like
guys are
all
fat and
encompassing
strong.
great and everything. That's no.
And
you're
their
just-
job is not to like run or catch. Their job
No.
is to stop people from pushing them.
stop you and keep you stopped and hold you down. Like that's
Yes.
there's a
But that's
fucking
not-
purpose
There-
for your
that there's an
That's
athletic.
That's
they're
not
wrestling.
athleticism.
There's
well,
wrestling is
athleticism
athletic.
is like a
That's what it is.
it's
It's
a
just stand up
physical
wrestling.
feat that you can perform. It's a performance athleticism. It's not like I can fucking fly and we all got to be able to do that to be called athletes. No, you could be good at one thing. You know, there's a guy, I forget his name, but he's like a tiny little fast guy. He only had speed in the MLB. He played like 18 games, but he has 3 World Series rings with 3 different teams because they kept trading for him for his speed. He couldn't hit. He couldn't do anything.
Oh,
It was Willie
great at
Mays.
stealing.
Willie Mays, right?
No, it wasn't Willie Mays. He was a later guy than Willie Mays. And Willie Mays had a full career. He could hit. But
Are you
outfield.
Are you thinking of Wesley Snipes and Hot Shots? Because Hot
Yes.
Shots is not MLB.
Yes.
No, no,
yes.
talking about a
Yeah, he's thinking
specific
of Wesley
player,
Snipes.
whose name I can't remember. But my point is, all he could do was run. He could only steal bases, and thanks to him, he was able to steal second and third and lead them to a win.
Didn't he have
he sucked at baseball.
Didn't he have a really slow cousin?
What are you talking about?
Speedy
Mace?
No, Speedy Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
No, he was black. He was a black dude.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna post him later, but I mean I forget his name. But a guy who played less than 20 games has 3 World Series rings just because of his speed. So I'm just like they utilize what you have in certain moments, and I go like, well, it's like you can't just be able to do everything, and that's why you're an athlete. You just
No,
play
that's
your
not what I said.
position.
That's not
in
what
a
I said.
sport. I think if you're on a team, a sports team, you're an athlete. That's all it takes. You're on a sports team.
Yes.
You're officially an athlete.
Yes.
In my mind.
Yes, absolutely. The debate is whether baseball is a sport.
And it
So
is.
that they're
I
not
think I
athletes or they're
solved
not.
that. It is.
I've solved it. I've solved the question.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
man.
Signed, seal, delivered, fellas. I figured it out.
By the way, unfortunately, even though he was talking in it, we did find out Ian Fergus is not joining the podcast. I know we're about to end anyway. He's not joining the podcast. Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
He had to attend his hockey fantasy draft night. Is right now. He's doing his hockey fantasy draft.
Speaking of not sports,
I don't feel comfortable with a homosexual producing our podcast anymore. Oh,
All right.
God. Fantasy
yeah.
hockey.
All right. All right. Well, listen, I won't say anything. I'll just say, hey, I hope you enjoy the next few games, Lee.
Who me? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
Go, Jays, go.
I'm gonna put it out there. I'm a fan of the sport itself, and if the Jays do win, it's my fault. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. All right. Later,
All right,
guys.
thank you.